That was nuts. I couldn't even turn the camera on because it's raining. Raining. With a foot of snow on the ground at 7,000 feet. This little yurt was 2 miles in from the main lodge, and it just poured the entire way. So I obviously couldn't film anything. I just had to get here and get the fire going because I'm soaking wet. Even though I got waterproof jacket, waterproof pants, when it's pouring that hard, you still get wet. It's like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. That was tough. That was really tough. So here's dinner. I'm gonna heat up one of these. They're called arepas. They're from my home country of Venezuela. It's basically a cornmeal, and you heat it up and then slit it open and put in cheese or lunch meat in my case. It'll be breakfast and lunch. I got 2 other arepas for the trip. Whoa, my camera's wigging out. I hope it didn't get wet. Shit. That was quite the little situation I had, because I was soaking wet and I was warm because I was skiing, I was exercising and moving, working hard. But I stopped to look at a text message that somebody sent me for 30 seconds, and I immediately started getting the chills because I was soaking wet from the rain and the sweat. I guess the worst case scenario would have been like breaking or twisting an ankle because of the skis, and then not being able to call out because of the dodgy cell phone service, and then getting hypothermia and dying because I'm like 2 miles back in here and you can't crawl on your hands and knees for 2 miles. Oh my God. What an incredible workout that was. Okay, time to eat. Thank you, Lord, for protecting me. Watch over my kids, my family. Watch over us while we're apart. Thank you for giving me the privilege of being able to do this. Thank you for allowing everything to go smoothly. Watch over me tomorrow. Keep me safe. Keep me safe tonight. Just watch over me tomorrow. Well, it's not late, but I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Shouldn't be too cold. Shouldn't be cold at all, actually. I gotta get the fire going again. It's cold. This is how I'm boiling water. Took my 2 coffee pieces apart and stuffed them full of snow. Hopefully it won't take too long. So this is my first time in a yurt. And there's a learning curve to camping in the snow. And remember I packed this thing, where is it? No. That thing. Full of ice. That's how much water's in it. I didn't realize that. I knew you'd lose some. But I didn't realize you'd lose 3/4 of the product that you put in there. So that means I might not have coffee this morning. Which definitely isn't the end of the world, but I was looking forward to it. Man, why is it so hard to do this morning? Ouch. Soup, breakfast, water for drinking, and more water for drinking. I feel like I haven't woken up all the way yet. That soup looks good though. This whole melting ice thing is a new experience for me. I've camped in the snow a lot, but I guess I've just never ran out of water before out here. Really makes every drop mean a whole lot more. I think I'm gonna try to get some coffee going. I have the bottom end of this full of water, and as long as it doesn't take too long to boil, I'm gonna give it a go. So that would be lovely. So in these yurts, apparently they leave these little journals for people to write in. Came up here with my dog, and Nana was not prepared for the hike farther than we thought. The wood gets hot and heats the yurt very fast. That's funny. Skied out to this yurt on a beautiful day yesterday. I will be 72 at the beginning of June, and my wife will be 70 in December. We are very grateful to still be able to go on these adventures. Full moon last night brought a beam of light onto my wife's head as she slept. A musical piece of God's magic. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. There's a propane grill outside. That ought to work. Wish I would have thought of that sooner. Yeah, it took about 30 seconds on the propane grill. I should have been melting water on this thing. The coffee's finally ready. I don't know why it makes such a difference out here when you're doing this kind of thing, but it does. And it makes sense why the old timers used it as currency, as stuff to trade for, to trade with. I don't know why, it just makes a huge difference. Emotionally and psychologically. The physical boost it gives you is not substantial enough on its own. You know what I don't feel right now? Depressed. That's why I do it. It's worth it, to me at least. All that discomfort and physical exertion and pain that I had to go through yesterday. It's worth it to not feel depressed today. When yesterday I didn't feel depressed because I was in the middle of it, trying to get through it, but like the after effect of all that, for me at least, is I don't feel depressed. I feel the opposite of whatever, I feel whatever the opposite is of depression. I don't know if it's joy or contentment, but whatever that emotion is, that's what I feel. That's why I do it. Time to head out. This is definitely something I'd do again. It's about a 2-mile ski back to the main lodge. I don't know if I'm gonna go straight back. I'm skiing around with that big old pack on over there, which, you know, is an added 40 or 50 pounds. Not a ton of weight, but I'm not sure that I'm gonna wanna go exploring and all that kind of stuff. I might just want to head straight back. But it's a beautiful day out. It's not like yesterday, so we'll see how it goes. The trails should be pretty fast right now, with a little bit of powder on the top, which should be good. Good conditions. Let's do this. Oh. Cross-country skiing and holding the camera is quite difficult. Here we go. Getting up here. Yesterday it was pretty much completely uphill the entire way. So this should be a whole lot more fun and enjoyable. A lot more sliding and gliding as opposed to just walking with skis on your feet. Woo! Oh! Yeah, we're gonna go flying. Oh God, flying down these hills. Oh man. I'm a skater and a snowboarder. Well, I'm not a skater and a snow. I've skated and snowboarded most of my life. Oh God, this is gonna be interesting. Oh my goodness. Hauling ass. Oh shoot. Oh, that was intense. Okay, I gotta turn you off. I made it back to the car. Those trails were fast. Faster than anything I'd ever been on with cross-country skis. I only fell 3 or 4 times. It's definitely a trip I'll never forget. I'm exhausted.